adding, subtracting like fractions. Now, what is a like fraction? A like fraction are two fractions that have the same denominator. If you look at number 1, they both have 4 as the denominator. Number 2, they both have 6. And number 3, they both have 8. So we're going to walk through how do you answer questions whenever you're adding or subtracting fractions that are basically the same or they have the same slices or same amount. The big key thing you need to know is that your denominator won't change. And the question I always get from students is why does it not change? And we need to think about that with visuals. So if you look at 1/4 plus 2/4, I'm going to go and tell you that your answer is going to be in fourths, because if you start with fourths and you add fourths, you are going to end with fourths. Because think about what it's saying. This is saying, okay, you have a pizza, you order it, it's broken down into 4 slices, and you eat 1 slice. Okay, now the next one you order, I'll just do this one in red, you have a pizza that's broken into fourths, and you eat 2 slices. Now the question is, how many slices of pizza did you eat? That's pretty easy. You ate this one, and this one. That means that you ate 3 slices out of the 4 on each pizza. It is not 3/8. That is incorrect. Now let me show you why. If I was to make a visual for my answer of 3/4, oop, that's an ugly circle, break it up into fourths, I ate this slice, and this slice, well, that makes sense. Most people will say 3/8, but why is it not 3/8? Well, this is having a pizza. Remember, think about what your fraction is telling you. You have a pizza, you're breaking it up into 8 sections, and you're eating 3. 1, 2, 3. That doesn't look right. It doesn't. Think about how much blue is up here for your 2 slices you ate, and how much blue is up here for the 1 slice you ate, and now compare it to this amount of blue. That is way less pizza than even this visual. So if you start with a fourth and you add a fourth, you know what you're going to end with? You are going to end with a fourth. Same way, it doesn't have to be fourths, it could be 6s. So you start, you don't have to do it in a circle, you can do it in a square or a rectangle. So you break it up into 6 even sections. And how many do you need to shade in? 2, because your numerator is 2. 1, 2. The next one is 3/6. Wrong color, blue. 3/6. Rectangle. Break it up into 6 even sections, and you shade in 3. 1, 2, 3. And if you add those amount together, your visual will look something like this. Sixes, this one and this one from the 2/6, this one and this one from the 3/6. So obviously if you add this one right here plus this one right here, you're going to get that final answer. So if I was to just look at the visual, not worry about the numbers, I have a fraction that's broken up into 6s, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6s there. So notice, if you start with a 6th and you add a 6, you're going to end with a 6. The only thing you're changing are your top numbers. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Also works with subtraction. Now this, you are only going to need one visual because you're going to start with this amount and you're going to take away this amount. So I'm going to have a pizza, and it's going to be broken up into 8s. You can do this with rectangles also. And I'm going to shade in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6/8 pizza, but I decided to give somebody 3 of my 6 slices. So I'm going to take those away. 1, 2, 3. So how many am I left with? I am left with these 3 slices of pizza. So my final answer, all of my pizza is still broken up into eighths, and there are only 1, 2, 3 slices left. Notice I start with an eighth, I subtract an eighth, I'm going to end with an eighth. The only thing I'm actually doing with my subtraction are my numerators. 6 minus 3 equals 3. So that's how you subtract like fractions, and that's why your denominator won't change. You're not changing the size of the slice, you're changing the amount of the slice. Please make sure to like and follow, and if you have any questions, send me a message or a comment.